Hello, my name is Sienna Robinson, or better known as the Dating Diva NJ. Please make sure you go and check out all of the sites that I'm on. You can go to facebook.com/the Dating Diva NJ. You can go to youtube.com/the Dating Diva NJ. And of course, twitter.com/the Dating Diva NJ. So what it is that I do, again, is just talk about some relationship issues that I've gone through and other people that I know have gone through. So I'm just going to read what I've been writing so far so you can just put a face with the actual words. Okay? So the one I'm going to read today is called When It's Over. And this hits home, I'm sure, for a lot of men and women. So you let me know, of course, what you think. I always want feedback. So here we go. You've tried everything to salvage a semi-happy relationship, and yet neither you nor your partner would just call it quits. What makes you carry on? Why do you stay when you feel the relationship has reached a dead end? Love is not a feeling. It is a combination of actions that have been worked on and maintained, just like a '98 Toyota Camry. Similar to a car, the love you share with a significant other may be very strong in certain areas, but little check engine lights pop up occasionally, and if that is not taken care of, many other issues arise slowly, breaking down the car until it is no longer drivable. How many warning signs do you have to see before you trade your car in for a new one? Love is patient, kind, and something many of us seem to forget. It's also fun. Spending quality time with another person should be just that, quality time. There should not be an argument every single solitary time you see each other. It should be time well spent, actively loving the person you have decided to commit your free time to. If it is more of a chore to be with the person than without, that's probably one of those check engine lights surfacing. If this is a relationship you are serious about, take some time and truly analyze what is making you and your partner uncomfortable enough to argue. If it's not, well then just let it go. The worst thing anyone can do is stick around with the person they are miserable with just for the sheer fact of having someone. After careful deliberation, you decide what you and your boo have is worth saving. Newsflash. Both you and your partner must be willing to talk openly and honestly about said problems and create an action plan to fix it. The work here is just beginning. The key word in that little jewel of advice is what? Both. If only one person is willing to work and compromise, then you might as well jump off that seesaw at the top rather than waiting to crash at the bottom. You and your partner have to be ready to adjust, not just you. What about your future? Is this a person you can see spending the rest of your life with? A massive mistake many people make is expecting too much. That may sound crazy, but you will understand in just a minute. When meeting a person, people are almost always sure of exactly what they want from that person. It could be a friendship, sex, a rebound, a filler, which is the guy you deal with just to fill time, or something more. So if you happen to luck up and believe you have found someone that is worthy of committing yourself to and possibly even marrying, you begin to expect certain relationship etiquette, such as spending more time with that person than others, exchanging tokens of love, being introduced to immediate family members, etc. But the most important expectation you set, ladies, this one is for you, is the list. All women have this timeline and list that they go by in order to have an orderly and successful life. It may not be an actual written list. It may just be a mental list, but there is one. They put things on there like master's degree by age 25, meet a guy age 26, get married age 27, 28, buy a house age 28, 29, kids ages 29 to 34, get in shape age 35. Does that sound like your list? Women plan their entire lives by the age of 21 and are sometimes devastated if things don't go according to plan. In the midst of this, if a young woman finds a man that she would add in that meet a guy slot, she's expecting that she is also added to his list. This is where many women go wrong. They set goals and expectations adding men that are not even putting them on a to-do list, nevertheless on a life plan. You're expecting too much. Not in general, just from the wrong person. In this case, you must again sit down and talk to your significant other about his expectations for your relationship. Although many women will classify most men as liars, there is one area no man will ever lie about: marriage. If you ask your man what he sees in the future for you two, and he talks a lot about his individual goals, and that you should be concerned with your individual goals, maybe you're on a different list than you thought. There is another check engine light situation. It doesn't take a man very long to realize if they can deal with the woman long term or not. If after a year or two, depending on the brother, in the relationship, and he's still talking about individual goals, it might be time for a trade-in. You must gauge if your man has made progress to warrant whether or not it's worth sticking it out another year. If he has made strides towards becoming a more thoughtful and caring individual, you may just have a man on what's called tortoise time. However, if he's still up to his old tricks, being selfish, self-centered, thoughtless, then it's time for an upgrade. Don't wait to be the dumpee, be the dumper. It will hurt, but at least you are sticking to your standards and expectations. The right man will always rise to the occasion. Trust. This is the final frontier. When entering a relationship, your trust level should be at 100% until there is some reason to begin chipping away at that number. If you cannot trust wholeheartedly before things become serious, don't get into a relationship. Each man should be allowed a clean slate. Remember, not to punish him for another man's shortcomings. Now, that doesn't mean going in with a blindfold. It just means trying to go in with your eyes wide shut. Trust is a huge determining factor for a relationship. If that has been damaged, it is very difficult to repair. So, we go back to the car analogy. Is the relationship worth working on, or has it been totaled beyond repair? In a relationship, you must allow your partner to grow as an individual so you can both flourish within the relationship. But if the union is not strong, it is almost inevitable that you or your partner will most definitely feel trapped, stagnant, and bored. What does freedom have to do with trust? Everything. If you can only trust your partner as far as you can throw him, he will respond in one of two ways. He will either try his best to make you feel secure or fulfill every prophecy you have bestowed upon him. Ladies, you don't want either. No man, no matter of fact, let me put it the right way, no person should make you feel secure. That's totally up to you. And the other option, well, you just don't want that. Trust is the heartbeat of every relationship. Without it, all is lost. If you cannot trust your mate and do not want to make the grueling commitment of working on your trust-lacking relationship, head for the hills, lick your wounds, and go back to battle with a new outlook on love and relationships. Honestly, this subject is the most difficult to deal with, and if you and your partner feel like the few and the proud to set on that journey, be prepared for bumpy roads ahead. It is possible to rekindle a relationship devastated by trust issues. However, make sure it's worth it. Alright, so how will you know if it's worth it? You will both be willing to do whatever it takes to get through such rough times. Again, you will both be willing to get through all those rough times. Be it counseling, church, etc. Your relationship should never be a pain in the neck. It should be the massage that soothes the aches. If your life is filled with strife, let it go. Ladies, we are in a recession. Trade in your old hoop ride for a new car. Once you ease into the new leather seats, it will be all worth it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm the Dating Diva NJ. Make sure to go check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and of course on YouTube. And that's all at the Dating Diva NJ. Remember to touch the stars. All you have to do is reach out your hands. Thanks so much.